Welcome, dear listeners, to a transformative exploration of the courage that resides within each of us. Today, we begin a profound journey to unlock this boundless courage, which I believe is not just a trait but a magnificent gift we all possess. Let's explore how this gift can dramatically reshape our lives. In our first discussion, we focus on understanding what courage truly is and how it's often misunderstood. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of fear. Picture the last time you faced something daunting and felt that flutter in your heart, that tremor of anxiety. That moment was an invitation to courage. Why do we so often decline this invitation? It's because our perception of fear often overshadows our perception of our own strength. We forget that fear is not a wall but a gate that leads to growth and new possibilities. Let's dig deeper. How does courage manifest in day-to-day life? It's in the small choices as much as the grand ones. Choosing to speak the truth when it's easier to remain silent, stepping forward to lead when it could be simpler to follow, or even reaching out for help when part of us prefers to hide our struggles. Each of these actions requires courage. Reflect on a recent moment when you chose to be brave. What pushed you to make that choice? Was it necessity, desire for change, or perhaps something else? One vital lesson about courage is that it grows through practice. Like any muscle in the body, the more you exercise courage, the stronger it becomes. Start with smaller challenges. Speak up in a meeting, share your ideas with friends, or confront a personal fear that's not overwhelming. Notice how, each time you act courageously, the next challenge seems a bit less daunting. What small step can you take today to strengthen your courage? Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. Now consider the role of vulnerability in cultivating courage. Vulnerability is not a weakness, as some might think. It is a strength. It's the courage to be seen, truly seen, in our authenticity. Brené Brown, a scholar on this subject, highlights that vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open up to not only personal growth, but also deeper connections with others. Think about a time when being open about your feelings or failures led to unexpected support or opportunities. As we wrap up this first part of our exploration, I encourage you to look inward. Courage is already within you, waiting to be acknowledged and activated. What fears are you currently allowing to hold you back? How can recognizing your inherent courage change your approach to these fears? The catalyst of change, unlocking the transformative power of courage in life and leadership. In this second part of our exploration into the depths of courage, we turn our focus to the transformative power of courage and its profound impact on both personal and professional aspects of our lives. Courage, when activated, can serve as a powerful catalyst for change. It not only alters our own perceptions of what is possible, but also changes how others perceive us. When we demonstrate courage, we signal to the world that we are ready to take on challenges, push boundaries, and embrace growth. This does not go unnoticed. It inspires others and often leads to increased opportunities. Let's break this down further. In the professional realm, courage often translates into leadership. A leader is not someone who never fears. Rather, a true leader is someone who goes forward even when they are afraid. This might mean making tough decisions, standing up for your team, or championing a new idea that could revolutionize your field. Each act of courage builds your reputation as a leader. Reflect on leaders you admire. What acts of courage have they demonstrated that inspire you? Moreover, courage in the workplace involves the willingness to fail and learn from failure, a critical aspect of innovation. Every significant breakthrough in any field has come after countless setbacks and failures. The digital revolution, medical advancements, or even the rise of renewable energies are all founded on trial and error and the relentless courage to keep trying. How can you apply this understanding to your current projects or professional challenges? Transitioning to our personal lives, the impact of courage is equally profound but often more subtle. It begins with the courage to confront our own limitations and insecurities. This might mean addressing unhealthy habits, healing old wounds, or stepping out of comfort zones to pursue passions or build new relationships. Each act of personal courage makes us more resilient and confident. It's about choosing to live authentically. Can you identify an area in your life where embracing more courage could lead to greater authenticity? Courage also deepens our relationships. It allows us to express our true thoughts and feelings, which fosters deeper connections and trust. Think about a relationship that is important to you. How might showing more courage, perhaps by sharing more of your true thoughts and feelings, enhance this relationship? Furthermore, our personal journey of courage often leads to a ripple effect, influencing those around us. When friends and family see us embracing our fears and striving forward, it encourages them to reflect on their own lives. Courage, therefore, is not just a personal gift, but a communal one. It has the power to uplift entire communities by setting a standard of living boldly and authentically. Now, let's apply this understanding. Consider the most pressing challenges in your life right now. How could a boost of courage change your approach to these challenges? Imagine the best possible outcomes. What steps can you take to start moving toward these outcomes with courage? As we continue to explore the profound impact of courage, it's essential to recognize that this journey is not about eliminating fear, but about learning to move forward in spite of it. Each step taken in courage is a step towards a more fulfilling life. We have covered much ground in understanding the transformative power of courage in our personal and professional lives. In our next segment, we will delve deeper into the sources of courage. Where does this remarkable strength come from, and how can we consistently tap into it? Harnessing the wellsprings of courage, unveiling the sources of inner strength. In this third segment of our exploration, we delve into the origins of courage, seeking to understand where this formidable inner strength comes from and how we can access it more consistently. Understanding the sources of courage empowers us to tap into it when we need it most, transforming potential into action. First, let's explore the psychological roots of courage. Our past experiences, particularly those where we have overcome challenges, serve as a foundation for future acts of bravery. Each time we face a fear and emerge on the other side, we reinforce the understanding that we are capable of handling adversity. This creates a self-reinforcing cycle. Past successes build confidence, which in turn fuels future courage. Reflect on a past situation where you overcame a significant challenge. How did this experience change your perception of your own bravery? Another critical source of courage is our values and beliefs. When we act in alignment with our deeply held beliefs, we find a powerful motivator in courage. This is often seen in individuals who stand up for justice or fight for change despite personal risks. Their actions are powered by a commitment to a cause greater than themselves. What are the values that you hold dear? How might aligning your actions more closely with these values empower you to act more courageously? Additionally, support systems play a crucial role in fostering courage. When we know that we are not alone, that others are there to support us, the journey through fear becomes more manageable. This support can come from family, friends, mentors, or even communities of like-minded individuals. It's important to cultivate these relationships and to be a source of support for others as well. Who are the people in your life who encourage and support your acts of courage? How can you strengthen these relationships to foster a mutual exchange of courage? Let's also consider the physiological aspects of courage. Courage can be triggered by adrenaline, a hormone released in response to stress or fear, which prepares our body for action. Understanding this can help us manage our physiological response and use it to our advantage rather than letting it overwhelm us. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and physical preparedness can help us channel this adrenaline effectively. How might you use physical awareness and preparation to bolster your courage in stressful situations? Insight also comes from spiritual or existential reflections on the nature of courage. Many find courage by contemplating their place in the universe, the temporary nature of life, or through spiritual beliefs that emphasize the virtues of bravery and resilience. These reflections can shift our perspective from fear of the immediate to a broader view of our existence and purpose. How does your personal philosophy or spiritual life influence your perception of courage? As we wrap up this segment, consider how these sources of courage, past experiences, values, support systems, physiological responses, and existential reflections interact in your life. Each source offers a different pathway to tap into your inner strength. By understanding and nurturing these sources, you can better prepare yourself to act bravely when faced with challenges. Cultivating resilience. Practical strategies for sustaining courage. As we move into the final part of our exploration, we focus on practical strategies that can help sustain and activate courage in our daily lives. Courage, as we have discovered, is not a one-time act but a continuous journey that we can nurture and develop through intentional practices. One of the most effective ways to cultivate ongoing courage is through the practice of reflection and self-awareness. Regularly taking time to reflect on our actions, decisions, and their outcomes helps us build a detailed understanding of where we were brave and where we might have succumbed to fear. Keeping a journal can be a powerful tool in this process. By writing down your fears, the actions you took to confront them, and the outcomes, you create a personal roadmap of your courageous acts. How can you integrate reflection into your routine to better understand and grow your courage? Another vital strategy is setting and pursuing goals that stretch your comfort zones. These goals should be challenging yet achievable, and they should require you to summon courage. The process of striving towards these goals, despite the fear and discomfort, builds resilience and fortitude. What is one goal you could set for yourself today that would require you to step outside your comfort zone? Mindfulness and meditation also play crucial roles in sustaining courage. These practices help us manage anxiety and fear by focusing our minds on the present moment rather than getting lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness can enhance our emotional regulation, allowing us to face challenges with a clearer, more focused mind. Can you commit to a daily practice of mindfulness, even if it's just for a few minutes each day? Visualization is another powerful technique. By visualizing ourselves successfully facing our fears and achieving our goals, we start to build a mental blueprint of courageous action. This mental rehearsal can make the actual act of courage feel more attainable. Spend a few moments each day visualizing yourself handling a challenging situation with bravery and competence. What scenarios could you visualize to enhance your courage? Finally, it's essential to celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Each act of courage is a victory, and acknowledging these moments can reinforce your self-belief and encourage further courageous acts. How can you celebrate your acts of courage? And how might this celebration encourage you and others?